week to week as a Cowboys podcast, we're defending Dak Prescott because we want to be positive. He's the guy who's driving our ship right now. And it's like there's just no excuse for a fucking game like this. And I absolutely believe that on a game like this, Cooper Rush would have won it for us.
AJ hit me here. Wow, he can throw a ball unlike Dak Prescott.
This game, Dak Prescott lost for us. This game was the game where you can't defend Dak Prescott anymore. This was the game where Dak Prescott showed that he just has no handle on the offense right now. And that is very, very scary for a Cowboys fan because we don't know what we're going to expect from Rain Dakota Prescott in the offense.
Dak Prescott, what are you doing to us, man?
We started our starters. We wanted Dak to really put on a show today, and he just didn't. It was so frustrating. 6 points the whole entire game.
Crack him if you got him. Not a very happy crack him. We've never done this after a loss. Not even only a loss, it was pretty debilitating. We were all hoping we were going to win by 30 or 40. I would have been happy by winning by 1. The issue is today we lost to a team that's not even going to be in the postseason.
I mean, come on, we're playing Washington. You'd think we'd come out there and at least put up some points, making it competitive. This wasn't competitive since the get-go.
Cowboys offense today just was not clicking. You could tell Dak in the pocket just didn't feel confident. His throws were either behind, above, just weren't on the target. Yeah. But also the guys just weren't, they didn't seem like they gave a shit on the routes that they run. Even Zeke, he had a couple catches where it went off his helmet. A couple where he looked back at Dak, looked away. Then Dak threw the ball. It just, nothing seemed like it was clicking tonight for the Cowboys.
I'm not going to go off on special teams on how bad they were today and how bad they messed up because every player or every kind of group could have that one game that they just don't perform. We've seen games where our defense doesn't perform. We've seen a lot of games where our offense doesn't perform. This was the actual game that we finally saw our special teams just not live up to it.
Our special teams, which has been amazing for most of the season, just crumbled. Brian Anger, a guy that's been super clutch, super, I'd say a constant, like you never even thought of Anger. Had a huge fumble in the first quarter, which completely disembarked our whole feeling. And then you had Turpin, Pro Bowl player, not be able to handle a kick at the 20. It just felt like we were battling back the whole game. Like from the start of the game, it felt like we were always trying to catch up. It never felt like there was any flow. It never felt like there was any positives.
I mean, there's no really ifs, ands, or buts about it. When we see this mediocre averages of yards, and it's been a decrease game over game. I'm not talking about this game specifically.
In the playoffs, man, now all of a sudden they're facing the Buccaneers, which is going to be a problem. I mean, Buccaneers have looked like shit all year, but that is a team you don't want to face in the playoffs. That's a team that is led by Tom Brady, has weapons, Godwin, Evans. I mean, Julio Jones is not that relevant, but man, he's somebody that you don't want to face as well.
It's not a good situation going into the playoffs. This digression in play on both offense and defense, usually what's happened throughout the season, they've played off one another, and as defenses played poor, offense played better, and vice versa.
And I'm worried. I'm worried. This is one time going into the postseason as a Cowboys fan that I feel worried. I've went into postseasons with this team firing and been let down. And right now, yeah, it's awesome that we still have something to play for next week. But I think anyone that's a Cowboys fan right now is feeling a little bit nervous, to say the least.
I'm not feeling good going into playoffs. I tell you that, 100%.